Hey guys, Matt Wicker with Chatlee Marine. Today we're going to take a look at the 2025 Escape 25 by Sea Hunt Boats. Climbing into the boat, we'll start at the bow. And Sea Hunt put a tremendous amount of thought into this boat when they were designing it. It is the ideal island hopping boat. If you want a boat that you can just jump on and entertain, go to restaurants, cruise up and down the waterway, fish inshore, offshore on pretty days, I mean, this boat will do it all. I want to comment on how much room there is in the bow of this boat. I'm 6 foot 250, and I can sit with my back against that backrest, stretch my feet out, and there's room for someone to sit in front of me. So just a tremendous amount of room in this boat. And also the width at the bow. If you'll take a look, in most center consoles, when you're sitting facing each other, so if I had an adult on the port side and an adult on the starboard side facing each other, their knees would be interlocked, touching with no room. On this boat, you could sit two adults across from each other, and their knees would never touch. And you'd also have room for somebody to pass through. So just a tremendous amount of room. Depth. Very deep cushion. Again, I want to point out the grab rail, so if you do have several people up front and you encounter some rough water, you got plenty of things to hold on to. Cup holders perfectly placed. You got one here, and then there's an additional one up front here. And also notice the oversized cleats. On the Escape series, they use the same finishes as the larger Gamefish series, so you got oversized cleats, oversized eyelets. Kind of everything is stepped up and beefy. You do have a bow windlass that's standard here. We'll open that up. Through hull with bow controls as well as controls at the cockpit. And the table here for entertaining is standard. So I'll try to get a shot of that. With the cushions removed, you can see just how much room you have for fishing. Plenty of room to stand on these boxes. And in the bow here, throwing cast nets, plenty of room to work right here. The boat is standard with dual 100-quart insulated boxes with built-in rod holders and overboard drainage. And I'll get a shot of the port side box here. Again, insulated box with overboard drainage. And in the bow, you got an insulated bow cooler. Here's well for storing your drinks and snacks and things like that. I want to point out the attention to detail. All of these boxes you can't see here because of but there's a lip. So when it rains, nothing's going to get down in here. And on the fish boxes here, you've got an insulated box, insulated lid with a gasket here. Stainless steel gas-assisted shocks, stainless steel lockable latches. They just do a tremendous job with their fit and finish. Stepping back a little bit, you'll see the powder-coated rails. You'll see the upgraded stereo. So on the Escape series, just going to get the upgraded JL Audio speakers, the M6s as opposed to the M3s on the less expensive models. You'll also see, and we'll turn these on later, the mood lights in the front of the boat. Taking a look back at the console, you got a very spacious bow seat, plenty of room for two adults to sit comfortably. Moving to the stern of the boat, you'll see you got an additional mood light here at the floor and full-length combing pads, oversized midship cleats, and then we'll move back to the dual entry side. Escape series was the very first series from Sea Hunt to incorporate the dual side entry doors, and now it's been so popular they've actually added it to the Ultra 275 and Ultra 305s. But what a unique feature. Climbing on and off the boat from the dock, no matter what side you dock the boat on, easy access to the boat. You can climb on, get your kids on and off. Older adults don't have to step over and down into the boat. You can lug all your goodies in there, load it up with coolers, and fish and drag fish through there. So what a unique feature. And again, it is on both doors. And if you choose to do the side entry ladder option, which is very popular with all of our customers, you'll have a mount on either side. So if you're island hopping, you can throw that ladder overboard and have easy access into and out of the boat while you're on the sand. Continuing to look at the stern of the boat, you'll notice the full bench seat across the back, just how deep that is, how comfortable. Again, you got wraparound cushions Use top quality upholstery here with the gray piping. Just looks really good. Again, M6 speakers on the 25 Escape. You'll have 6 of them, 2 up front, 2 in the back, 2 in the hardtop. A raw water wash down as standard, as well as freshwater shower. You got a 13-gallon freshwater tank. Additional mood lights in the gunnel of the boats. Oversized cup holder, rod holder combination right here, perfectly placed by the rear seat. Oversized cleats here. Plenty of room to stand and fish off the back of the boat or sit with your feet in the water. And on the starboard side, freshwater shower. Again, 13-gallon freshwater tank that pulls out right there if you want to rinse off. And a 4-step ladder mounted on the transom that's going to drop deep into the water, makes it easy to get in and out of the water. And a grab rail right here perfectly placed as well. With the cushions removed, great place to stand up and fish, throw cast nets off the back of the boat. Storage wise, we'll start over here at the starboard side. Lift this up, you got an insulated live well here with an LED light inside, Sea Hunt embossed logo on the lid, stainless steel latches, and the compression hinges. The compression hinges or friction hinges allow you to open up a lid and they'll stay right where you open it. So it's not going to slam on any fingers. If you're in rough water, you don't have to have 3 hands to hold one up while you're trying to grab things out of it. Center cushion here. Underneath it is the lift out storage box. With that lifted out, you got easy access to all the bilge pumps, freshwater pumps, raw water pumps, through hole transducers, fuel water separator, again standard on this boat. And then under the starboard is the 5-gallon Sea Hunt bucket. You lift out that, again, access to all your fittings. So do a great job allowing it to be easy for you to work on things when that becomes necessary. There's an additional hatch here in front of the engine if you need to get to the other pump. The Ultra Entertainment Center is the standard leaning post for the Escape series. It's very, very unique. You got a big countertop here to serve, flush mounted rod holders, and a little recessed tray here with drains. You also have dual wireless chargers on each side of the entertainment center. Flip up footrest, which serve as ottomans, very comfortable. Utensils can go in here. You got a little storage box there too for wine bottle openers and things like that. And then the slide out cooler here as well. Storage on either side. So when you open up the starboard side, you've got the beverage center where you can store your wine bottles. It comes with wine glasses, wine chillers, wine bottle openers, beer openers. And then on the opposite side over here, you got a trash can. Slides out. And even behind that, there's a little bit of storage you can see. So they make really good use of their space. Fold down armrests, flip up bolsters, as well as the fold down footrest. The glass enclosed hardtop is standard on the Escape series, and you can see the D-tubing top is molded into the console, which really opens up this walkway. It makes it feel like an enormous walkway through here. Glass enclosure standard, and this is tempered glass. It's not acrylic. A lot of the competition's using acrylic, and Sea Hunt tried that several years back and had issues with customers cleaning it with ammonia-based cleaners and hazing and cracking. There is a storage above. This was a new ad a couple years ago. Great place to put your wallet, billfold, things you don't want sliding around. Controls for the hardtop. So this is the windshield vent. You can see that opens up, and that really funnels through some wind through the cockpit area. Courtesy lights, so you've got blue mood lights in the top. Spreader lights. I'll try to get a shot of those on the back. And then also there's some lights in the front here. VHF radio standard, and this is networked to your Garmin. So if you do get in trouble offshore, you got a distress button here. I'm trying to see if you can see that. You can lift that up and press that, and that sends your coordinates to the Coast Guard. That does have to be registered. Moving down the console, the boat is standard with a 1243 Garmin, 1243 XSV with a Garmin through-hole transducer. JL audio stereo system is standard, and this is the upgraded Media Master 105, so it's going to have an amp with 6 speakers. Just above that, you have a wireless phone charger, so that makes 3 for the boat. It is Bluetooth, of course, but you do have the USB MP3 port right below it. Switch panel layout is great. Everything's very well labeled dual bilges. Every bait well has its own switch. Macerator has its own switch. Mister System has its switch. Push button start. Again, this is the 300 XSB, so it's fly-by-wire, shift and throttle, push button start. And it has a CL5 command link gauge here. Let's turn that on so you can see. Get that going here. You have to turn the power on. And then, here we go. So it's a color touchscreen display. And once this loads up here. There we go. So you've got all your trip functions. You got tons of adjustments in here. But that is standard on the Escape series. Trim tabs are also standard. Dual footrest, which is a nice feature. You've got the big footrest here if you're standing, but then if you're sitting, this is very comfortable for somebody who has this bolster flip down. Kind of rest your legs in there. And a glove box here for storing additional items. It's also standard with tilt steering and a vision wheel. After looking at the console, I do want to point out all the standard features on the boat. Just keep that in mind when you're comparing boats. Standard with the CL5 gauge, standard with tilt steering, standard with electric steering. So this is not hydraulic or power assist, it's true electric steering. Fly-by-wire, shift and throttle. 1243 Garmin XSV flush mounted with a through-hole transducer, upgraded JL audio stereo system, electric actuated vents, Garmin VHF radio standard, 3 battery system standard, mood light standard. You've got lights in the hardtop. I'll cruise down here. You got lights on both sides in the front of the boat. You can see those mood lights there, courtesy lights here, mood lights in the back. Underwater lights, I've turned those on so you can see that. All that standard. And again, the integrated electric steering from Yamaha. So when you're shopping boats, just kind of keep in mind all the things that are standard on this boat. You're going to have to add to competitors. Taking a look in the console, you do have a very spacious console. Again, the macerated head is standard porcelain head. Got mood lights in here. There's additional storage under that front seat, as well as battery storage. Down here, the boat is standard with 3 batteries, so you'll have dual house batteries and a single cranking battery. And once the engine's charging, it'll charge all of them. Access to work on anything right in here. Again, they do a great job giving mechanics access to things they might need in the future. Side entry ladder storage, and then there's little hooks there at the top. So they do a great job with their layout. While we're outside the boat, we'll take a quick look at the transom and talk about the engine. You can see here the ocean LED underwater lights, super bright, make the boat look beautiful at night. You do have the oversized recessed trim tabs, oversized cleats there. Again, they do use everything from the Gamefish series on the Escape, so everything's kind of overboard. Engine comes standard with a 300 horsepower white Yamaha XSB. It's a V6, 4.2 liter. And new for 2025, you can upgrade to the 350 horsepower Yamaha. Again, I'll put a performance bulletin up here. The 300 is perfect on here. I don't see why you would need a 350, but it is optional now for 2025. So take a look at that. You make your decision. But 300 does a phenomenal job. One final thing before we close out, talk about the trailer. If you don't need a trailer, of course, just skip right through this. But we do work with Wesco trailers, and we use their Ultra trailer, which is all welded. It's designed to fit the boat like a glove. You can see everything's welded there. All the bolts are stainless steel. It's going to have dual disc brakes on both axles, aluminum wheels, LED lights, side guides. So trailer is something that's very important. People often overlook. We do use the fountain bow stop. So if you're going to be loading and unloading, you don't have to worry about that windlass getting hung on the roller. So just a quick look at our trailer. One last look at the 2025 Escape 25 Sea Hunt. If you're in the market for a new boat, before you make any buying decision, please give me a call. I will save you money. Matt Wicker at Chatlee Marine, 919-775-7259. Or you can reach me on my cell phone, 910-930-1803. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.